Hey guys, my name is Angel Becerra, and other than looking like fucking hideous for you guys right now, I'm gonna be doing an album review on a band known as Touche Amore, and the album I'm gonna be reviewing is basically, I think it's their second LP. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's called "Parting the Sea Between Brightness and Blue." Basically, about a couple weeks ago, I started listening to all these bands such as Touche Amore, A Lot of Spew, and bands within that genre circle. I used to despise those bands because, in a way, it was just me being an ignorant little shit and really not caring how good into what the big deal was about these bands. And another part of me was just not into that music at the time. I listened to everything from rap to metal to ska to punk. Basically anything, even acoustic. I love acoustic, so I basically have knowledge about almost every style of music. But these bands didn't really appeal to me. This band, Touche Amore, didn't appeal to me for a very long time. So now that I've given them a chance and really understood what it is they're bringing to the table, I've fallen in love with this band. Um, in under like maybe 3 years. Like they have just become one of my top favorites. And this album just really hits hard. The vibe I get from it overall is just this very honest, deep, angry, moving album that's only like about 20 minutes long. These guys have 1 minute songs, but in under this 1 minute, 1 minute to 2 minute songs that they have, I hear so much like emotion and so many words. They cram a lot of words. They have a lot to say in under a minute. And the energy and just the melody that they can compress in under 1 or 2 minute songs is amazing to me. Um, Overall, the vibe I get from this is just a very like, that old school, post-hardcore, emotive kind of thing going on where it's, I can relate to seeing these bands with other bands of the earlier era such as Orchid or Page 99 and stuff like that. Um, so basically, the vibe I get overall is just this very kind of driven, um, punk rocky kind of post-hardcore with very like melodic elements and very poetic lyrics, very hard hitting. Some of these lyrics, if you were to just read them on paper, you think, what the fuck, what the fuck is wrong with this like, dude or whatever, this band, fucking kind of depressing. But overall, I think the way that their vocalist personifies these lyrics, just his style fits perfectly with the raw kind of sound I get from this album. It sounds like it'd be done live. This is what I like about this album is it's not like a perfect studio, thing that's raw. I feel this rawness and authenticity within this album. So that's kind of the vibe I get overall. How this album made me feel basically was it gave me many different feelings and all of them were kind of this I don't want to say, well, basically like an angry, depressing feeling, but at the same time, I found so much beauty within the album itself. So it made me feel like these lyrics could relate deeply to me and they really hit home to me. Um, but with that said, I mean, this album overall, it just made me feel like this band was speaking to me. And maybe because that's right now, it's, I don't know, my life's just, it's not crappy, but it's whatever. So yeah, these lyrics have really, hit hard and made me think a lot and had a lot of my conscious thinking going on over the past couple of days, listening to these lyrics and just memorizing them over and over and over and over again. Um, so yeah, this band has really started to grow on me. It could possibly even be one of the bands that I will listen to for years to come. I mean, Touche Amore, as musicians, they just really present this. It's something that I've heard before, but I haven't really heard before, been able to grasp onto that well. So this album has like opened doors for me and has inspired me in so many ways. Um, so it's a really good album. As individual songs go, a couple personal favorites off of this album for me are the first song. I think it's called Tilde. It's I love about it because it just jumps right into it. It's got a clean little guitar section to begin with, and then it just runs into these power chords and fast drums, and it just really just hits off and starts off the album perfectly. The song "The Great Repetition" is another favorite of mine because lyrically it's just like wow, just the lyrics to me seem um, almost like something I would write in a sense if I was to really get into it. So those lyrics kind of personify like my style of writing from me being a poet and stuff. So yeah. Um, Another song that I really enjoyed was Condolences. And Condolences I liked it because, it's I haven't really heard just piano with screaming. It's something that I've never really heard together, just by itself. No guitars, no drums, really, just screaming and pianos. And lyric-wise, these lyrics are depressing. The lyrics for Condolences are very depressing, but in a way, they speak so true to what they say. And the overall vibe I get from it is just very like this hard-hitting song that kind of brings something different to the album after you hear a couple of this, not same sounding, but a couple of the songs that more or less have the same vibe to them. So I think Condolences is a good way to kind of progress towards the end of the album. Um, the song Home Away From Here also hit hard because just lyric wise, it's something that I can honestly really relate to. The lyrics just overall are just, I could have myself singing all of them and just quoting all of these lyrics because, it's stuff that I've had to do or deal with in everyday life for about 95% of the lyrics of that song. And the song Amends also is a great way to end off the album. I just see it as a kind of song that just kind of like keeps everything going and then just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And then it just, ends. But it still has the same sound as from when the album began to where it ended, but it's just so beautifully crafted into all of these songs. The musicianship of this band overall, I love it because I mean, yeah, it's kind of just power chord structure, but you know, there's also riffs and just melodies. Also, it's not just a bunch of mindless strumming. It has a lot of well thought out structure to the songs, and I feel that the mixture between just this raw heaviness and just screaming vocals and these drums that just drive the album through, and just this melody that you can hear also just in between the middle or even breaks of these very short songs. And to be able to throw all these things into about a minute or two is just mind blowing to me. So the guitars, I mean, I love the raw sound that they provide and the melody when they use the cleans. Um, the bass itself, I mean, the bass sounds like what I would expect to hear in like a punk band. It's very outstanding, and it has its sections where it really shines. Um, the drums just drive this album. Like the drums keep this album from like this. The drums keep this album going for me. And I'm not saying I'm getting bored of the album. It's just they help keep it going. And vocal wise, just the vocals will continue to just be something that I haven't been used to hearing. Just these kind of humanish vocals from coming like a person who listens to death metal. These vocals are just something that's new to me in a way. Um, the pros and cons really of this album. The pros, I mean, there's a lot of pros. The musicianship is excellent. The lyrical content is excellent. The overall vibe I get from this album is excellent. The cons is this thing is like 20 minutes, which I do and do not like because I mean I love fast songs and I love songs that are to the point, but at the same time I would like to hear a lot more structure and a lot more things thrown into it. But this is his band style, and I really just can't hate on it. I can't hate on this album. And overall, from 1 to 10, I give this album a 9.5 to maybe even a 10 because I believe that this album itself will stand the test of time with a bunch of other albums that I've listened to, and this is an album that I won't forget anytime soon. So yeah, 9.5 to 10. That's how I'm feeling it on this one. Tell me what you guys think. If you like this review, if you fucking hated it, I don't really care. I just did this because I was bored. And if there's other albums that you want me to review by any style of music, I'll be more than happy to do them. Unless they're like some young money fucking bullshit crap, I'm not gonna do that. But other than that, I'll do other album reviews if you guys like this. So just tell me how you feel on it. If you like it, if you hate it, just let me know. So thanks for watching.